Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of You Can't Sit With Us. And it's your girl, Cash. Today, I'm going to talk about a tragic story coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, about a 8-year-old girl named Jenesis Dockery. She was unalived by her nanny's 11-year-old son. Unfortunately, Genesis was shot on July 25th. She spent 2 days in the hospital and died on July 27th at the age of 8 years old. The the 11-year-old who shot Genesis, unfortunately, you guys know he's a juvenile, so they cannot release his picture, name, stuff like that because he's a juvenile. And even if they did, I don't think I would put that up here anyway. I don't think I don't know. I'm not going to say too much on that, but yeah. So, investigators said there was enough evidence to charge the child with manslaughter and 2 counts of larceny of a firearm. So supposedly Genesis, her mom dropped her off to the babysitter's house, and the babysitter's got a gun and just shot Genesis in the head. Um, I'm also reading where I also just learned that there were multiple social media posts before the shooting that showed the 11-year-old had access to guns, which is crazy. And then on top of that, the 2 guns involved in the case were stolen from a relative safe and in the babysitter's home where Dockery was shot. But investigators are also saying that it is a possibility that the adults responsible for the guns used in the shooting could still face criminal charges. And honestly, I think that they should. At the end of the day, it's no way in the world your son should be 11 years old and he has access to firearms. Lock his mother up, lock him up, lock his mother up. Like at 11 years old, you know exactly what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like you know what you're doing. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You know exactly what you were doing. You literally took a gun and shot this little girl in the head. Like, and don't get me wrong, he is a kid, and feel bad. I feel bad that like this little girl lost her life over this foolishness. But at the end of the day, like I said, like I remember when I was 11 years old, and I'm pretty sure the people listening to this episode can vouch. Like when I was 11 years old, I knew exactly what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't slow. Like I knew it was wrong to pick up a firearm. I knew it was wrong to shoot someone with a firearm. Like let's be real. And then it's just the nanny. Like how did you like? It's pictures of your son on social media with firearms. Like, and you knew as an adult that you had firearms in the house. So why weren't and granted, these firearms were stolen from a relative. The relative said that the guns were stolen out the safe, and she had them. But the thing is, forget the fact that they're fucking stolen. At the end of the day, you know that you have guns in your house. You know that you have stolen guns in your house. You know you have a child in your house, and you supposed to be a babysitter. I'm pretty sure, other than your son, like in this case, Genesis was there being babysitted. I'm pretty sure you babysit other people's kids. So fuck the guns being stolen. It's just the fact that you got fucking guns in your house, and you should have just fucking put the guns away or put them in a safe place. Like fuck them being stolen. I don't even give a fuck about the stolen part. It's just the fact that you have firearms in your house loaded at that, and then your 11-year-old son has a history of playing with firearms and posting it on social media. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, this is just sad. I'm also gonna say for the mother, like at the end of the day, I know people need babysitters. I know stuff comes up in life. Like she probably dropped her off. She probably needed to go to work and do something important, and it was like, okay, well I know this lady. Let me drop her off. This and third. I'm pretty sure she did not expect for her child to be unalive at the babysitter's home. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, as parents, and I will say this, I'm not a parent, but I do know this. I don't have to be a parent to know what I'm about to say. The simple fact that when you know that excuse me, are you need a nanny or you know you need someone to watch your child, you should really vet the people that are watching your children. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand times is hard and you know it's hard to get babysitters and stuff like that, but you really have to sit and vet who's watching your child, even their children. Like every look. love kids, but at the end of the day, certain kids don't need to be around certain kids. You know what I'm saying? And this little boy, she did not need to be around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say menace, but at the end of the day, like, he done shot this little girl. You on social media playing with fucking firearms. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say what it is. You a menace at the end of the day. Like, he's a kid and it might sound fucked up, but at the end of the day, like, come on, you're doing degenerate behavior. Like, and this little girl lost her life because of your degeneracy. Like, come on, like, let's be fucking for real. If this wouldn't have happened and this little boy kept going down this fucking degenerate path, he probably would have became a gangbanger or something. Like, I know it sounds messed up, but at the end of the day, it's like, you're 11 years old and you killed the 8-year old, and then your mom is allowing you to post guns on social media and obviously allowing you to have access to these guns, like, because you had no problem grabbing this firearm and shooting this 8-year old girl in the head. And I'm pretty sure the little girl didn't even do anything wrong for you to do that to her. The whole situation is just messed up. I really feel bad for the family. They do have a GoFundMe, and I will post it on my. I'm gonna post it in the Q&A section. Hopefully, you can just click the link. If not, I will be making a YouTube video for this episode of this podcast, and I will put the GoFundMe link in the description box on my YouTube video. Um, I just want to say rest in peace to that little girl. I'm praying for the family. I'm praying for that little girl. Just this is why it's you just this is why, like, you cannot leave guns around kids, and if you know that you have guns, please lock your guns up, because, like, kids do stupid shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, they really do. So it's unfortunate that this little girl had to lose her life at such a young age. Like, she didn't even live yet. Hell, the little boy who unalived her, he didn't even live yet. You know what I mean? So, like, just keep that in mind. And another thing I want my listeners to keep in mind as well is if you have a babysitter or you plan to get a babysitter, please vet them carefully, their kids as well. Everybody that's going to be around your child, I don't care who it is, Tom, Dick, and Harry, please vet the whole situation before you let your kid go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, stuff like this, it happens every day. And they say that it does, but it is what it is. And all we can do is do our due diligence. So, you guys, that's all I have to say about that situation. I'm going to talk to you guys later. I love you guys, and peace.